following program is rated G. It is suitable for all audiences.
I'm so happy today because it is our first day of classes, but I feel so hot today. Ears, 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 ears. Let's go to the house of Nose so that we can go to school together.
I'm smelling what did my mother cook.
Nose, what are you doing?
Let's go now to school while it is still early.
Hey guys, it is alright that I went first to the house of Nose because you're all here, except for Ice. So where's Ice? Did you already went to?
No, we haven't go to Ice.
Let's go to Ice so that we're not going to be late in our first class.
Hello, Ice. What are you doing? Are you not going to school? No, I'm just looking for my notebook. I forgot where did I put it. You all go first to school because I might be late in our first class. Okay, let's go now, girls. Bye-bye, Ice. See you later.
Oh, are you all excited? Do you feel amazed to go to school?
Of course, it's a yes.
Our lesson for today is about sensation and perception. Do you have any idea about it? Oh, Ice, why are you late?
Good morning, Mom. I'm sorry I'm late because I've been looking for my notebook all day.
Okay, back to our discussion. What is sensation?
Mom, like how we feel?
Okay. Sensations can be defined as the passive process of bringing information from the outside world into the body and to the brain. The process is passive in the sense that we do not have to be consciously engaging in a sensing process. What about perception? Perception can be defined as the active process of selecting, organizing, and interpreting the information brought to the brain by the senses.
Mom, from what I read, sensation and perception become meaningful if we know what is important and should be focused on. There are two types. Number one is selective attention, process of discriminating between what is important and irrelevant, and is influenced by motivation. For example, students in class should focus on what the teachers are saying and the overheads being presented. Students walking by the classroom may focus on people in the room. Number 2. Perceptual expectancy. How we perceive the world is a function of our past experiences, culture, and biological makeup. For example, you may look at a painting and not really understand the message the artist is trying to convey. But if someone tells you about it, you might begin to see things in the painting that you were unable to see before.
Our next topic is psychophysics. Any idea about it? Well, psychophysics is the study of quantitative relations between psychological events and physical events, or more specifically, between sensations and the stimuli that produce them. Physical science permits, at least for some of the senses, accurate measurements on a physical scale of the magnitude of a stimuli. Much of our understanding of how and why we perceive things comes from Gestalt psychology. It is what we call Gestalt principles of grouping. The German word Gestalt roughly translates to whole or form, and the Gestalt psychologists sincerely believe that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. In order to interpret what we receive through our senses, they theorize that we attempt to organize this information into certain groups. This allows us to interpret the information completely without a needed repetition. So, for today, before I dismiss our class, your assignment is number 1. What are the types of the Gestalt principles of groupings? Number 2. What are the perception of pain? Number 3. The types of perception of pain and its factors. Okay, that's all. Class dismissed.
So guys, what have you researched about our assignment?
The 4 types of Gestalt principles: similarity, proximity, continuity, and closure. Similarity refers to our tendency to group things together based upon how similar to each other they are. Continuity refers to our tendency to see patterns and therefore perceive things as belonging together if they form some type of continuous pattern.
Yes, that is also proximity refers to the nearness equals belongingness. Objects that are close to each other in physical space are often perceived as belonging together. At last is the closure. We tend to complete a form when it has gaps.
Do you have any research about perceptions of... Yes, I already have a research in perception of pain. Pain is an unpleasant yet important function for survival warning system. But not all pain is needed for survival. And there are 2 different pathways to the brain on which pain can travel information brought from pain nerve endings in the skin to the brain via 2 different systems. Number 1. Fast pathway. Refers to registers localized pain, usually sharp pain, and sends the information to the cortex in a fraction of a second. Example, cut your finger with a knife. Number 2. Slow pathway. It is to send information through the limbic system, which takes about 1 to 2 seconds longer than directly to the cortex. Longer lasting or aching or burning. According to my research, there are 3 factors in pain perception. Number 1 is expectations. Research shown that our expectations about how much something will hurt can affect our perception. NADZAC indicated that believing that something will be very painful helps us prepare for it. For example, placebo effect. If we believe pain has stopped, it may. Number 2. Personality. People with negative types of personality often have more pain. For example, a very uptight person may experience muscle pains, back pains, and etc. Number 3. Mood. Bad mood, angry, unhappy can lead to the experience of increased pain. For example, study manipulated moods of subjects and asked them to complete questionnaires of pain perception. Those in negative mood group reported significantly more pain than other subjects.